Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Okay, so now we continue our lesson for coordinate plane and graph. Okay, so first we learn about graph. Okay, type of graph. Okay, so ada banyak jenis-jenis graph ni. Okay, so ini untuk pengetahuan sahaja. Okay, so first we have linear graph. So linear graph straight line. Okay, so straight line ni. So ni contoh fx equal to x. Okay, so straight line ni dia boleh jadi macam ni. Okay, so boleh jadi macam ni, boleh jadi macam ni, boleh jadi macam ni, boleh jadi macam ni dan lain-lain. Okay. So next is quadratic. So quadratic x power of 2 ni contoh juga. So quadratic ni pun boleh jadi macam ni. Boleh jadi kat sini. Boleh jadi ke atas dan lain-lain. Okay, so next cubic x power of 3. Okay, so this one also same. So dia boleh pindah-pindah lah. Yang ni contoh sahaja. And this one is absolute graph. Okay, so absolute graph ni dia sentiasa dekat atas line, dekat atas paksi x. Dia takkan ada dekat bawah sebab dia sentiasa positif. And then reciprocal, exponent, logarithm, square root, sine graph and cosine graph and tangent graph. Okay, so sine and cosine graph ni nanti korang akan belajar kemudian. Okay, so yang ni belajar. So yang ni, yang lain-lain ni tak sangat lah, just pengetahuan. Okay. Okay, so next in coordinate plane. Okay, so first we learn distance between 2 points. Okay, so if you have 2 points in a Cartesian plane, so paksi x dan paksi y. Okay, so you have 2 points. Okay, so here is x1, y1, and here is x2, y2. Okay. Okay, so the distance between these 2 points is given by square root of x2 minus x1 power of 2 plus y2 minus y1 power of 2. Okay, so actually it is from Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so Pythagoras theorem kita ada. Okay, so ni a, b, c. So a square is equal to b square plus c square. Okay. So a ni hypotenuse lah, yang paling panjang lah. Okay, square root of b square plus c square. Okay. Okay, so in term of this point, okay, so dalam bentuk 2 point ni, okay, so dia akan buat dalam bentuk segitiga. So yang mana distance daripada sini sampai sini, this one is x1 and here is x2. Okay, so yang ni panjang ni dicari sebagai x2 minus by x1. Okay, so untuk yang tinggi pun sama. So this one is y1 and here is y2. Okay. So bermaksud distance yang panjang ni adalah y2 minus y1. Okay, so nak cari panjang hypotenuse ni, ni a ni hypotenuse. Okay, so hypotenuse is equal to square root of b, which is this one, x2 minus x1 square, plus by c. So c is y2 minus y1 square. Okay. So ni pun untuk pengetahuan korang lah. Okay, so yang tak nak ambil tahu yang ni, nak hafal-hafal lah. Yang suka menghafal, so hafal lah. Okay. Tapi kalau korang tahu, lagi mudah lah untuk hafal. Okay, so example, contoh. Macam mana kita nak pakai formula tu? Okay, so find the distance between 2 points P negative 27 and Q4 minus 1. Okay, so label this one as x1, y1, and this one is x2, y2. Okay, so therefore the distance of point P and Q. Okay, so cukup letak PQ ni. So bermaksud distance antara P dengan Q adalah square root of 4 minus by negative 2 power of 2 plus by negative 1 minus by 7 power of 2. Sambung ni. Okay, so you will have square root of 4 minus plus. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 power of 2 plus negative 1 minus 7 is negative 8 power of 2. So therefore you will have square root of 6 power of 2 is 36 and negative 8 power of 2 is 64. So kenapa bukan negatif 64? Tekan kalkulator negatif 64. Macam mana? So negatif 8 kuasa 2. So berbalik pada definisi kuasa 2. So definisi kuasa 2 adalah negatif 8 darabkan dengan negatif 8. Okay. So dapatlah 64. So kalkulator tu dapat negatif kerana korang tekan negatif 8 kuasa 2. Okay. So bermaksud kat sini kalkulator dia akan buat negatif yang dikuasakan 2 hanyalah 8. 8 darabkan dengan 8. So yang ni dia buat. Sebab itulah dia dapat negatif 64. Okay, so therefore in calculator, so korang kena letak bracket. Okay. Tapi kalau yang kalkulator warna putih tu 540 tak silap, yang tu tak ada masalah lah. Okay. Okay, so berbalik pada yang ni, so kita akan dapat square root of 100. So the answer is 10. Okay. So distance dia adalah 10. Okay, so next, second question. So given the points 8K, B negative 2, 1 and C 3, 2. If the distance AB is twice the distance BC, find the possible values of K. Nak maksudnya macam mana ni? So dia suruh cari nilai K. Mana ada formula untuk nilai K? Memanglah tak ada. Tapi dia bagi tahu distance kan. So distance, formula distance lah. So dia kata AB twice the distance of BC. Okay, so kita boleh tulis jarak AB bersamaan dengan 2 kali ganda jarak BC. Okay. So next, masukkanlah formula dia. So square root of A and B. So this one x1 y1 x2 y2, and this one letak je lah x3 y3 pun boleh. Okay, so now distance A and B. So x2 minus x1, negative 2 minus by 8 power of 2 plus by 1 minus by K power of 2, which is equal to 2 square root of. Okay, so now distance B and C. So B and C. So 3 minus by negative 2 square plus by 2 minus by 1 square. Okay, so next, square root of negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10 power of 2 plus 1 minus K power of 2 is equal to 2 square root 3 minus negative 2 square. 3 minus negative 2 is 5 power of 2 plus 2 minus 1 square is 1. Okay. So 2 tolak 1, 1 kuasa 2, 1. Mudah kira, saya kira je lah terus. Okay, so next, square root of negative 10 square is 100. Okay, so yang ni kena kembangkan. Plus 1 square is 1. Negative K times by 2. Negative 2K times by 1. So negative 2K. Then negative K power of 2 is positive K power of 2. Close bracket is equal to 2. Tutup bracket. 5 kuasa 2. 5 power of 2 is 25. And plus 1. Okay. Okay, so yang dalam ni selesaikan dulu. Square root of 100 plus by 1, so 100, 1. And then plus negative 2k, so negative 2k. Plus by positive k square, so plus k square is equal to 2 square root of 25 plus 1 is 26. Okay. So seterusnya, so 2 ni boleh 6 tak? Tak boleh Kenapa? So 26 power dia square root, but 2 power dia 1. Okay. So kuasa berbeza, so tak boleh nak darabkan 2 dengan 26. Okay, so apa yang kita buat seterusnya? This one square root. Okay. So square root pindah ke sebelah. So 101 minus 2k plus k power of 2 is equal to, in bracket, 2 square root 26 power of 2. Okay, so next. Okay, so power of 2. So this one we have 2 part, square root 26 and 2, sebab sini darab. Okay. So 2 power of 2, so kuasa kita kena agihkan kepada 2 ni. So 2 power of 2 is 4. Okay, so 4. And then square root 26 power of 2, square and square root cancel. So become 26. Okay. So next, ni dah jadi kuadratik lah. So permudahkan dulu. So k power of 2 minus 2k plus 101 is equal to 4 times 26. 6, 4, 24, 2, 4, 2, 8, 104. So you have here k square minus 2k plus 101 minus 104 equal to 0. So you have k power of 2 minus 2k. 101 minus 104 is negative 3 equal to 0. And then factorize k minus 3 and k plus by 1, which is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore the answer is equal to 0 and k plus 1 equal to 0. So which implies k equal to 3 and k equal to negative 1. Okay, so this one is actually wrong, not and or. Okay, so next, hilang ke mana? Okay, tak apalah, korang boleh tengok kan. Okay, so next, midpoint. Okay, so midpoint, titik tengah. Okay, so titik tengah. Okay, so if you have 2 point, so here is x1, y1, and here is x2, y2. Okay, so the midpoint here. Okay, so the coordinate of midpoint here, x and y, is given by x1 plus x2. So x1 plus by x2 divided by 2. And then coordinate of y is y1 plus y2. Okay, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, so ini koordinat untuk x dan ini untuk y. Okay, so example, contoh. Okay, so find the midpoint of a straight line joining the points A1, 6 and B7, 4. Okay, so kita ada garisan 16 dan 74. Okay, so the midpoint of line AB, titik tengah dia bersamaan dengan, so level this one x2 and y2, and this one is x1 and y1. Okay, so midpoint coordinate for x is x1 plus x2, which is 1 plus 7, divided by 2, and coordinate for y is y1 plus y2, which is 6 plus by 4, and divide by 2. Okay, so you will have the coordinate of midpoint is 1 plus 7, 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then 6 plus 4 divided by 2 is 5. Okay. So ni soalan dia direct je. Okay, so yang seterusnya. Okay, so given f1 negative 5 is the midpoint of the points m2 and negative 3 and find the values of m and n. Okay, so kat sini kita ada f2 midpoint. So ada 2 point E, which is m and 2, and here is G, negative 3, n. So the midpoint here is f1 negative 5. Okay. So substitute into the formula of midpoint. So untuk cari midpoint, f is equal to so this one x1 y1, and this one is x2 y2. Okay, so x1 coordinate x is x1 plus x2, so m plus negative 3 divided by 2, and then this one coordinate for y is y1 plus y2, so 2 plus by n divided by 2. Okay. Boleh cancel ke 2 dengan 2 ni? Tak boleh, jangan cancel sebab yang dibahagikan 2 semua ni sekali 2 tambah n. So next, so macam nak selesaikan m dengan n. Okay, so koordinat f tadi diberi oleh, yang diberi adalah 1 and negative 5 is equal to m plus negative 3. So plus negative 3 become minus 3 over 2 and 2 plus n over 2. Okay, so this one coordinate for x and this one coordinate for y. So therefore 1 is equal to m minus 3 over 2. 2 times by 1 is 2 equal to m minus 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 equal to m. So m equal to 5. And then another one. So yang lagi satu. So you have here 2 plus n over 2 is equal to negative 5. Okay, so 2 plus n is equal to negative 5 times by 2 is negative 10. N is equal to negative 10 minus by 2, which is equal to negative 12. Okay. Okay, so next equation of straight line. Okay, so equation of straight line with gradient. Gradient example ni. Okay, so sebelum tu. Okay, so before kita masuk equation of straight line, so first we learn about x-intercept and y-intercept. Okay, so what is x-intercept? Intersection of a straight line at x-axis. Okay, so at this point, the value of y is equal to 0. Okay. Ni paksi x, yang ni paksi y. So kita ada line. Tak. Okay, so this one is x-intercept. Okay, so x-intercept, value of y is equal to 0. Okay, so tengok kat sini. Tarik ke sini. Y dia berapa ni? Kosong kan? So kat sini kita ada x. X dia tak tahu. Okay. So y-intercept. Okay, so y-intercept value of x is equal to 0. Okay, so kat sini, point ni kat sini ni x dia kosong. Okay, okay, so next, contoh ni, given the straight line 5y minus 3x equal to 15 cuts the x-axis and y-axis at point A and B respectively. So find the coordinate of point A and B. Okay, so tengok A ni cut x-axis, B cut dekat y-axis. So therefore point A equal to x-intercept. Okay, so x-intercept ni apa yang kosong? Y. So y is equal to 0. Okay, okay, so therefore to find the coordinate of A, so we need to substitute value of y into the equation. So 5 times by 0 minus 3x equal to 15. So you will have negative 3x equal to 15. So x is equal to negative 5. Okay, so therefore coordinate A is negative 5, 0. Okay. So next, coordinate B. So B is equal to y-intercept. So y-intercept, x is equal to 0. So substitute value of x into the equation. So you will have 5y minus 3 times 0 is equal to 15. So you will have 5y equal to 15. So y is equal to 3. Okay, so therefore coordinate of B is 0, 3. Okay, so next, before go to the equation of straight line, so kita bentuk persamaan garis lurus tu. Okay, so yang y sama dengan mx tambah c tu. Okay, so first you need to know about the gradient. So gradient of a straight line. Okay, so cara untuk cari gradient. Okay, so for the gradient of line AB, so we have a straight line. Kita ada straight line dan line tu melalui titik passes point A and point B. So coordinate of point A ni x1 dan y1 lah. Kita tak tahu lah. Okay, so point B is x2, y2. Okay, so therefore the gradient of line AB, which is denoted as MAB, is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay. So the difference of coordinate y divided by the difference of coordinate x. Okay. Okay, so sini cuma saya nak bagi tahu. So kalau y2 bawah dia x2. Okay. So y1 bawah dia x1. Okay. So jangan terbalik y2 x1. So jangan. Okay. Nanti dia akan salah. Okay, so contoh. Okay, so find the gradient of the straight line which passes through P31 and Q-1, 3. Okay. Okay, so gradient of gradient of the line passes through PQ is equal to, okay, so this one x1 y1 x2 y2. Okay, so the difference in coordinate y, so 9 minus by 1 divided by negative 1 minus by 3, which is equal to 8 divided by negative 4. So the answer is negative 2. Okay, so next. Okay, so ni last lah untuk kelas kita. So yang bawah ni kita akan sambung kemudian. Okay, so PQR lie on one straight line as shown in the diagram. So find the value of K. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, ada 3 titik berada pada satu garisan yang sama. Okay. So bila 3 titik berada pada satu garisan yang sama ni, masing-masing ni akan berkongsi keturunan yang sama. So therefore you can use gradient of line PQ is equal to gradient of the line of QR. Okay. So gradient of line PQ, P and Q, okay. So different in Y, so which is 3 minus by 1 divided by different in coordinate X, which is 1 minus by K, is equal to gradient of QR, Q and R. So the difference between the difference on coordinate Y, 6 minus by 3 divided by the difference of the coordinate X, which is 4 minus 1. Okay, so therefore you will have 3 minus 1 is 2, 1 minus K, so 1 minus K. So equal to 6 minus 3 is 3, 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, so you will have 2 over 1 minus K is equal to 1. Okay, so therefore yang ni kita bawa pergi ke sini. Okay, so 2 is equal to 1 times by 1 minus K. Okay, so 2 is equal to 1 minus K. Okay, so yang ni saya pindah pergi ke kiri, yang ni saya pindah pergi ke kanan. So you will have K equal to 1 minus by 2. So K is equal to negative 1. Okay. So setakat ini sahaja untuk pembelajaran kali ini. Okay, so terima kasih dan Assalamualaikum. Jumpa lagi nanti.